Hello guys, MikuChibi here, welcome back to another Swordline in Factor. Let's talk about the chain order. Is this banner worth the summon on? After doing a lot of testing with different builds and stuff, and also have done the summoning just to get some chain skill to test out, I also made a video guide for chain skill, which you can also check that out. And now it's time to do a banner view on the banner, because chain skill might be a really good skill in the future once they have released even more chain skill. I mean, I do see some potential. There are already a lot of different builds you can make with chain skill. Is that they really require a high demand on the skill, of course, that they have to be also at plus 10 if you want to use auto skill. So if you're using full burst, that one needs to be at plus 10, maximally broken, to get the chain effect, you know, the super chain. And to limit break a skill, you need niders, and niders are really hard to combine unless you are a really long time player that have been playing for a really long time. You will have a lot of niders, of course. But though for those that are new that you started, you might not have that many niders, so you have to keep pull all the free pulls, and also you have to farm all the niders that you can get from the dungeon or any events that offer you niders. So niders is a really important item to farm for. But in my opinion, those that are new to the game, you don't need to focus on farming niders. Let them come passively to you when you just do some random pulls and stuff. You don't need to worry about the niders for now. Since you're new, you should focus on progressing through the story, then try to progress to the character, try to grind on the character, and then you can focus on niders for sure. Now let's have a look on the skills, right? We have the sword. What does it offer you? A high damage multiplier, a high switch gauge of course, and also a defense buff that can be really good. Now the only issue is that it's the duration of the stack, of course. It is 15 seconds. And if you look on the skill cooldown, it is at 14 seconds. So you have about 1 second to activate your skill again to maintain the stacking. Otherwise you will lose the stack if you don't use your skill within the 1 second. So it is really hard to keep up. I don't really like it. So you really need another skill that have a similar buff, Night Shield 4, that can help you refresh the duration. So if you have two skills with 9 shield buff, it can be good. Otherwise, if you only have this one, it might be really hard to maintain. But then again, those are new. You don't really need to focus on maintaining this stack. Asuna Peak the Sentry is amazing buff for Rapier, for any Rapier build, and there's a lot of different endgame players that have been taking this advantage because Peak the Sentry is amazing. It gives you crit rate, crit damage for 20 seconds, and you can get up to 198 crit rate crit damage, which is a lot. And this one, this debuff, you don't really care much. You can take damage if you want for endgame players, but for those that are like early players, you might not be able to use it. But still, it's a really good buff and debuff in late game. Koharu, for Dagger, you have the poison for sure. It can be good. At least it's a guaranteed poison stack, which is nice. And then also you have a Blaze for buff that gives you a flat 20 attack per stack, and you can get up to 1980 attack. And also the switch gate 1 to 10, that is amazing. 1 to 10 on a Dagger, really good. Since Dagger doesn't have that many skills that have high switch gate, 1 to 10 is a lot. That is a 1/3 of switch gauge. And I do see a potential this one can be really good as tanking as well. So any future chain skill that is featuring Dagger, it might be a really good for tanking, because a lot of bosses have now the counter attack, right, where you can parry their attack, one of their attack. So if you're tanking and using Dagger as a tank set, you have potential to just apply the debuff, so your party member can deal even more damage. I do see Dagger can be a really good utility used for the counter switch. I don't know, I have not talked with people that are using Axe, but there's some potential for sure. You get a lot of max HP if you are able to max it out for sure. But again, I know that there will be better axe skill, chain axe skill in the future where they offer the max HP and something else more. For now, this is the first generation of the chain skill. Spear, armor decay, pretty good, really useful for sure. In the future, there will of course be better spear that will have the armor decay and also something extra, so I know that for sure Bandai gonna release that. Maze, mark debuff 1.5, it's fine, but a better alternative for sure. I kinda like this one, it's really good, though like I said, in the future there will be better skills that will offer better skill effect for sure, better buff, better stacking. Silica, For now, it is the best passive for chain skill, but in the future, when they release like maybe Power Rise with the chain skill, that one can be even better, but who knows. So for now, all the chain skill are really good as being a support, but in the future, they will of course be power crit or overplaced by other and better chain skill that has better chain effect. So it is up to you if you want to try out the chain skill right now. Any new players, I definitely will recommend trying this out, trying this banner for sure. Unless you want to continue to save and just do your free polls, you can also do that, that's fine. Just keep in mind, these skill here that is future right now, they will be in general pool in the future, like about 3 months, 6 months from now. So it will take some time. And if you look on other banners that are right now, I mean, do you really want to pull for Starburst Dream, the one of Kirito's signature skill? Do you want to do that? You don't have a guarantee to get it. It is random, like you're not even guaranteed to get future. You are guaranteed to get a random 4-star. I mean, look at the rate here, step 3. Look at the guaranteed. You have 16.2 to get the Kirito, 16.2 for the Hercliff, and the 67% you have guaranteed to get something else. So it's up to you if you want to risk it, do some gamble, hopefully get Kirito, or you can do this to guarantee yourself at least one chain skill that can be useful. And let's say you don't get the skill you want, you get this axe skill and your main sword. Still, it can be good, progress through the story is fine. It is nothing wrong with the skill, for sure. It is good skill to progress through the story. So I still will recommend for new players to pull in this one. Otherwise, this one is fine if you get the Kirito. If you get the Kirito, that's good. If you don't and done many rotation, well, unlucky. I mean, you have till 3rd December, so you have less time to summon. Other banner, I definitely don't recommend for any new players unless you like to collect the skills. That's fine, I don't really care. You could wait for this banner. This one will also come out. Though I'm not sure what skill will be in there, but what I have seen so far, there are some power rise here. You have mod sword, they're good. Potential full burst. I don't remember if Lisbeth was full burst. It has potential to be a full burst. I will talk more about this banner once it's out, so stay tuned for that. You can wait for that if you want to. In the end, I will only recommend this banner if you want to try the new mechanic, even though it requires to have some max limit broken skill, basic skill at plus 10. You don't need to worry about that. It is fine if you don't have any max limit broken yet, but once you progress through the story, have been farming, grinding for a while, give yourself a lot of time to grind on this game, that is fine. I will still recommend this banner. If you want to be on safe side, your best bet is probably wait till Christmas. There are a lot of stuff gonna release during the Christmas, so stay tuned for that. TLDR, I definitely recommend this banner. It has some potential, and that potential with chain skills, they will be even better in the future, trust me. Anyway, that's me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.